And well, I think, oh, by the way, I almost forgot it. The thing that got a lot of attention recently was the proposal about NFTs on the XRPL. I know, and he will probably share something about it later on. I don't know actually, but I hope he does. NFTs on the XRP ledger. David has a proposal. We drafted a proposal, and we're actually building a proof of concept inside the wallet application, and I can already show you something.
Oh, that'll be awesome. Yeah, that'll be great to see what you've got on there. So yeah, I mean, when you're ready, do you want me to switch over to the screen?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll
Okay.
unlock my phone here. So expect dragons. I'm running a beta version of SUM 1.1. We're about to release it 2-3 weeks from now. Some community developers will get early access probably next week. And someone from the community you probably already know, Nixer FFM. He already did a lot of testing, and as usual, he found many small bugs to fix. So we're working on that. And what you can see here is some on the testnet, the XRPL testnet, with a NFT. And this NFT, if you tap the NFT, normally, so let's say I add a trust line to GitHub. Does it do they? I don't even know if they issue on the testnet. I think they do. Yes, that works. So normally when you select another asset in SUM, you can send it, remove the trust line, or exchange it, providing there's enough liquidity. Now, if we detect something as an NFT, we're not showing the exchange button because there is probably not enough liquidity. I imagine for NFTs in the future, it will be more about making offers and a seller deciding to take an offer or maybe let the bidding continue. So we're working on a separate user interface for that, also embedded in SUM. But if we detect something as an NFT, we're showing an about button. And this about button will allow you to, as a owner of the NFT and as the issuer of the NFT, allow you to create a web page with more information about the NFT. So that's metadata or even the NFT itself, a picture or a clip or audio, whatever. And we are actually going to launch like a mini directory ourselves. But so let me tap it right now. We don't have information about this NFT yet, so you're going to see this right here. But what you see here, this page, actually, it's a web page. It's a web page embedded in SUM. And we're going to use this for a lot more things. So we extended SUM, and we will release this in 1.1 in a couple of weeks. We extended SUM with what we call xApps, and they are small web apps, and we're going to build some, but we definitely want to invite the ecosystem to build them as well. We will review applications before we launch them, and we replace the home button in SUM. It no longer directly goes to the QR scanner, but it opens this dialog. You can then open the QR scanner, or you can select one of the xApps we feature, go to the directory, or tap one of the featured ones who will slowly be replaced by the apps you used most. And these xApps, even though they're web apps, they can interact with your SUM wallet. They cannot directly sign transactions, but they can issue sign requests. So that will overlay a proposed transaction. You can review and decide if you want to sign it. Those who used GFund before or ordered a Tangem card, they know what it looks like, but I will demonstrate it.
So it's kind of like it sits in almost like a sandbox to some degree then.
Exactly, but
Okay,
it's really easy to develop. And what we're talking right now to a couple of exchanges, GitHub, Uphold, and Bitrue, to see if they want to offer xApps as well, to make it really easy to swap funds between their custodial environment and your SUM non-custodial environment without even entering a wallet address or a destination tag. Because the xApp runs inside SUM, so it knows just a little bit about who you are on the SUM side. And if you sign it in once, it knows who you are on the exchange side. So this is just a really simple sample, but let me show you here. So providing you're signed in, you could potentially just see your balance on both sides and swap funds. And then 4 seconds later, XRPL transaction, you will have actually exchanged the funds between your non-custodial and custodial environment.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. And somebody in the chat here, Slashdog, is asking, can one interact with an NFT? I guess not at the moment. The NFTs at the moment are very much a kind of a very sort of basic level of things. They're an accounting thing. It tells you you've got an NFT, but I guess we don't have at the moment smart contract capability with there. But I suppose that could come with hooks later.
Yeah, and if an NFT is, let's say, the ownership to a piece of art, the creator of the NFT can, of course, create a web page, can be hosted on IPFS, decentralized storage, to provide information about the NFT and some content, and that can be displayed when someone presses the About button on the NFT dialog.
Oh, cool.
And we will provide a directory for that, really bare bones, and we hope that someone in the ecosystem actually invests a bit more time into developing, let's say, an NFT marketplace, and that can definitely be embedded in some using xApps.
Yeah, that would be cool. I guess that's one of the pieces that's missing, and you know, that's, I guess, the next bit that would be needed would be a sort of a marketplace. And what you've shown here, from what I understand, is based on an XRP Ledger standard that you drafted originally. That's kind of up for discussion at the moment, right?
Definitely, and we are going to like run and pilot the xApp features in some as well, and we hope to turn that into a standard as well. So if you're a developer and you create an xApp, you obviously can embed it into some right now, but hopefully in the future in other clients as well.
Okay.
This is also interesting to see. I have a demo app here. This is basically how we're going to use xApps ourselves. So let's say for the Tangent backup wizard, which means you're going to set a regular key to another Tangent card. So if you lose your card or your card gets destroyed, you can use the other one. We are going to show a wizard like this, and it's going to be really easy for us to develop this really fast, even without pushing a new update for some, because it's a web app.
Right, of course.
With sandboxed, no access to your secret keys, whatever, because it needs a sign request to touch that.
Cool. And for those that are not familiar with the Tangent cards, they're small little cards, like a credit card size card with a little NFC chip in it, and you hold it up to your phone, and the key is contained in the card. The key never leaves the card. I'm correct in this, right? So the signing request gets sent to the card signs it on an embedded little secure enclave on the card, and then sends it back to the app. So that's fantastic in terms of security.
Yeah. And something else we're going to use it for is the xApps features is our entire KYC flow. In some Pro in 2.0, a couple of months from now, there's going to be opt-in KYC. And well, to allow people to KYC themselves and possibly to ask some follow-up questions, we can actually push an xApp to end users. So what I showed right now is how you can open an xApp as a user by opening the home button of some and then selecting an app or finding another app. But this is actually interesting. We are going to use this, but other XRPL developers building xApps in the future can do this as well. We extended our API. You're watching a sample payload here. We extended the Sum API to allow developers to directly push a request containing an xApp to end users. So.
Oh wow. So deployment, remote deployment, effectively, of the xApp kind of. Well, it's not even remote deployment because it's a web app anyway, right?
Exactly, it's not even deployment. So let's say you want a user to sign something or interact with your application because of an event, because someone sends a request or an invitation or whatever. Or in our case, to ask, I will tell just a little bit more about it later, to request information from an end user. So we can actively send a push notification to a user. And this push notification has an event, a request attached to it. So you can see it right here. you can see the two. Oh no, you cannot see it because my window is on top. Yeah, you can see it. You can see two events here because I sent the call 2 times just now. There are 2 events, and I can just open the event, and what I see right now is a web app attached to this push notification. It's an xApp attached to a push notification. So let's say that is a sign request for a payment, or a request to add a trust line so you can receive an NFT because you had the highest bid. So let's resolve this one. So one is gone, and now let's open this one, and you can just say open the payload. The text should be replaced. Obviously, it's a demo, but
right.
And then what will pop up is a payment or a sign request for adding a trust line or to send your NFT or whatever.